Hi guys, so I'm back today. I'm just gonna read you from my dream journal. This first dream that I have written down was actually a long while back. I had it back when I was like 7 or 8, but I remember this dream so vividly that I could just write it a few more times. Like, I could probably even tell you this dream, same detail, 20 years from now. It's just embedded in my brain, and I don't know why of all dreams that this one is, but I mean, I told my friend about it and she thought I was on drugs, but I don't know. To me, it doesn't seem like you would be on drugs to have this dream. If you guys know any good dream interpreters, yeah, contact them my way, because like I have a whole bunch of weird dreams, so any help would be good. Before I start this though, I just want to explain like the road that I'm talking about. The road goes to my best friend's house, and it's straight and then turns and then straight this way for a little bit and then goes back up and then turns again, but then there's a whole bunch of like waves in the road. The road part that I'm talking about is just the first straight part, and then there's like an open field at the very end where it turns, and then you could see where it connects to the mountain. And a lot of times there's like horses in the field and stuff. So, okay, so I'm walking down the road, and for some reason a white pedo van pulls up, but an Indian guy is driving it, and he asked me if I need a ride. And out of all things, I go, yeah. So I get in the van and he takes me down the straight stretch, and we get to the corner and he stops. And he has this really concerned look on his face, and I'm just like, you know, what's going on? And he gets out of the van really quickly, and so he gets out of the van quickly, and I follow him, and he points to where the mountains meet the road, or the flatland, sorry. I said road, sorry. He points where the mountains meet the flatland, and he says, my homeland, and I turn and I look, and it's on fire. So he jumps the fence and starts running across the field, and soon morphs into a tiger. And that is what I woke up to, like, as him running as the tiger. So that was that dream. And it's short, but I mean, it just had a lot of detail in it, and I mean, I remember the detail, but I don't really know how to explain it very well. So that's that. So I called out my tiger dream. This one is my black dragon dream. It's pretty weird too. It's like old day times, I guess you would say. Medieval times, my bad, I guess you would say. But in this dream, I'm me, but I'm not me. Like, I'm a completely different person. And anytime I dream, I see it as I'm watching a movie and I'm starring in the movie. It's not ever like from my perspective, like I'm living it. So I mean, I always know it's a dream, and even the scary ones, they still freak me out, but you know, I don't know. But okay. So, like I said, it was medieval times. It's like me watching a movie. Completely different person. I said that my facial structure is almost like Jennifer Lawrence, just smaller nose. And I was still very pretty. Oh, I was pretty different. I'm sorry, not just pretty. I had smaller boobs, skinnier, and my muscles, my thigh muscles were huge. My legs are huge, but I don't know if you'd consider all that muscle, so that's okay. I had red-brown leather armor and a short sword. In the beginning of the dream, I have all kinds of flashbacks that take me to where I'm fighting with fire. Like, I'm dodging fire, and it's from a black dragon with red eyes. And sometimes I'm like hiding from the fire, and sometimes I'm just like dodging the fire, like I said, and then sometimes I'm like trying to attack the dragon. And then there's even this one time where I'm with a group of guys, and we're underground trying to hide from the dragon, and he ends up finding us anyway. So, after the flashbacks, it shows me current time with no shield, no sword, and I'm dodging the flames the best I can, and the fire has a reddish orange color at this time. And I guess I trip or something, and the dragon ends up being on top of me and has me trapped. And he opens his mouth like he's going to spit fire at me, and you can see the fire building in his mouth. Well, all of a sudden, his wings close around him, and like they are surrounded by the red-orange fire as well as they're closing around him. And all of a sudden, this cute guy with black hair, blue eyes is standing in front of me. And he asked me, "Why have you forsaken me?" And I am confused, and I say, "No, have I?" And pretty soon, you watch his facial expression go from calm, just to staring me down, calm, to angry. And when he gets angry, his eyes go to red, and the wings open up with the blue flame, and he's a black dragon again. And then whenever the wings open up, the flame, I guess, that followed the wings ends up knocking me back down, and I see him build up the fire again like he's gonna shoot me. And from there, I wake up. So, and I've had like some interpretations say that it sounds like a God-Satan dream, or like good evil, but I really just want a good interpretation behind it. I don't want like, of course that's what it sounds like. I just want to know like what it means. So I never really got an interpretation to that one. This one I actually wrote about the conspiracy theory, Mandela effects instead. Alright, so this one is a sad one, but I died in it, and it wasn't me once again. I was actually a guy in this dream. So, I'm short and have dark hair, and like I had a weird name like Cloud or Sky or something like that, but I mean it was weird to me, but it seemed to fit in the dream. So I'm where I live now, and all the houses that are here now in this day of time are actually ruins. And we're rebuilding, and we get paired buddy system, and I don't know why I ended up getting into this system. Like, I think maybe I got in some kind of trouble or something, but I don't know why. I don't remember why I got paired into this system. But they paired me with a guy that is really tall, dark skin, shaggy hair. And the best way I can describe him is he was a human version of Chad from Bleach. Like, that's the best way I can describe him. So if you guys have not seen Bleach, then you guys probably won't know what I'm talking about, but that is the best way I can describe him. But also, like in the beginning of Bleach, how he's an outcast, well, this guy is too. Nobody wants to talk to him. Nobody wants anything to do with him, so I get paired with him. And each day I'm trying to talk to him to get him to talk to me, you know, just to help the day go by faster, and he hardly talks. And then months go by, and slowly he warms up to me and he starts talking to me. And, let's see. Already passed all the part. As time goes by, he tells me about his past partner that he had during the work scenario. And it was actually a little boy. He said he was probably about like 8 and couldn't really lift much and do much, so Chad would do double the work for him. I'm just going to name him Chad, even though that was not his name. But Chad did most of the work for him. And the other workers got jealous that Chad was covering the little boy's share of work and ended up killing the little boy and pouring concrete on him. So the story broke my heart. It made me cry in my dream. And I was just shocked that people could be so cruel. And this is all still in my dream. But we actually took a day from work to go travel and find this place where this kid was buried. And we get there, and the boy haunts the site, but I mean, I didn't know, I didn't see him, but I could see him, but my person, my guy, could not. And I'm walking around, and Chad brings me to the spot where he was buried in concrete. And the little boy's just so jealous to see Chad with me because, I mean, I guess he thought of him as a father. And I go down to touch the concrete block that buried him, and it was suddenly like poison has entered my body. My chest felt heavy and it was hard to breathe. Then I was staring over at myself, and I looked over and saw the little ghost boy grinning. And that's where I woke up. So, you know, I think the little ghost boy killed me, but I guess, you know, I would never know. Then a lot of this stuff is also just day-to-day stuff where I wrote to myself, and sometimes I just write about like the books I've read. Sometimes I write about what I think about my dream, and yeah. So I guess I will stop there. So those were some pretty weird dreams. If you guys want me to tell you some more dreams, I don't mind. Just let me know. Also, don't forget to comment any questions you want me to answer for tomorrow, because I'm going to do 20 questions. Until then, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.